Welcome to JCB Labs, and today's session we will discuss on hysteresis control design of a BLDC motor drive. So this is the block diagram, and this is the reference paper which we are taken, advanced simulation model for brushless DC motor drives. So by taking this paper as a reference, we are trying to simulate the model, this one. So here we are using a three-phase inverter and the BLDC motor. So the control technique, here we are trying to design the hysteresis control technique, and we are trying to control the speed of the BLDC motor. So let's go with the practical exposure. So here I took a this is a MATLAB Simulink MATLAB new file which I took, and from here let's take go to the library browser. Go to library browser. Here I am trying to take a DC voltage source. A DC voltage source here, specialized power system, and here electrical sources. So from here I took a DC voltage source. So now you can see here. Now you can see here. Here universal bridge here I am taking. So by taking the universal bridge controller, so right click, and here you can observe here flip block and click on up and down. So now the positive terminal here we connected, negative terminal here I connected. Okay, so this is a three-phase voltage source in three-phase voltage source converter. So this universal bridge name here I am representing with the VESI, voltage source inverter. Double click this one, and the number of bridges are 3 only, but here I took a MOSFET, and here the this number resistance which I keep here 5000, and here 1 e power minus 6 the capacitance which I am keeping. Apply. Okay, so later from here onwards you are sending the power supply, you are sending the power supply to the motor here. Okay, so now what I am doing here, I took a current measurement block. Current measurement block. So look at here, by taking the current measurement block, IA and IB, and here IC. Okay, so IA, IB, IC which we are taken. So then here, and the machine which we need to take, we need to take a machine. So go to library browser here, and from here electrical machines also there. From this, here I am taking a permanent magnet synchronous machine. So the permanent magnet which we can keep this one a BLDC. Now you can see here, this is a here we are connected A, B, C, and here I took a step block which we keep the mechanical torque. Now this permanent magnet PMSM which I am keeping here is a trapezoidal one. So there are two type of permanent magnet machines, a permanent magnet BLDC motor, and the trapezoidal one and the sinusoidal one, but which we are preparing here trapezoidal one only. And here, and these are which we are keeping the parameters like this. So here trapezoidal one which we chosen, apply and okay. So now here these currents, so you can look at the figure, this is the our block diagram, and this is the implementation. This is our implementation, overall block diagram of the developed model of a BLDC motor drive system. So in MATLAB Simulink software we are implementing. So as per this block diagram, you people can observe here. So now here I took a go to block, and here Now you can see here. Here I'm keeping as IA, apply, okay. And this one which I'm keeping as go to global, apply, okay. And here I am keeping as IB, which I am keeping here IB, apply, okay. This is IC which I am taking, apply, okay. So now you people can take here a bus selector. A bus selector you can take here. You can connect it to here. By taking this bus selector, so now here I'm removing these signal, gate signals which I'm removing here. Okay. So now here what I'm selecting the stator current, and here you can see here a rotor speed, electromagnetic torque which I am keeping here, okay, and as well as stator current also we are keeping. Apply, okay. So let's here whenever we are taking the speed, here we need to convert into radians into RPM. So that's the reason here I took a gain block. So we need to keep here 30 by pi. So radians we are trying to convert into RPM. Apply, okay. So now let's take a scope. Let's take a scope. By taking the scope, you can double click here. Configuration parameters. You people can keep here 3. Layout, apply, okay. So now this is speed, and here electromagnetic torque and the stator current, right? So now here our target is to control the speed of the motor, and we need to apply we need to give the gate pulses, right? The DC voltage source, here I am taking 400 voltage. Apply, okay. Now we need to make a feedback control technique. To make a feedback control technique, you can observe here inside of this permanent magnet. So inside of this PMSM or BLDC motor which we taken, we have permanent magnet. These permanent magnets, we need to decode that one, and we need to get the induced EMF A, induced EMF B, induced EMF C. So how we are getting those things, you can see here. Again, I took another bus selector. You can see here by taking another bus selector. So now double click this one. Here I am removing the signal 1, signal 2 both. Now Hall effect sensor signal HA, Hall effect sensor signal HB, Hall effect sensor signal HC. Apply and create it as a bus system. Okay. So this is HA, HB, HC. Now you need to induce when you are sending the power supply to the machine. So then the machine will be started, right? Induced EMF or back EMF will be produced. So with this Hall effect sensor signal, we are trying to decode that one induced EMF A, B, C. So here to convert that one, what I am doing here, I am taking a subsystem. So inside of the subsystem, I will try to design that. Now you can see here. Here I am trying to make the subsystem. This is a decoder. 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 You can see here. Decoder. Decoder, and double click this one. So now you can see here. So we have HA, HB, HC. This is HA, HB, HC, HA, HB, and HC. So these things we are decoding. So to decode this one, now you can see here. So here I will give you a simple example. Hall effect sensor signals. So let's take here this decoding 000, 001, and 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 double 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0 triple 1. So consider this is HA, okay, HB, HC, okay, HA, HB, HC. So HA, HB, HC, we need to get the induced EMF A, induced EMF B, induced EMF C. Okay, na? So now how to convert? So let's take here this 0 1 0, 0 1 0. These 0 1 0 I am trying to convert 0 1 0. I need to convert into induced EMF A, B, C. This is HA, HB and HC. So from HA, HB, you people will get the induced EMF A. HB, HC, you will get the induced EMF B. And HC, HA, HC, HA, you will get the induced EMF C. So how we are converting this in Hall effect sensor signals into induced EMF A, B, C? Look at here. So now what I am doing here, HA, HB bar I am writing. HA, HB bar I am writing. So you can see here HA, HB bar. What is HA? 0. It is 0. HB bar, 1 bar, 0 you will get. So then HA, HB bar. So now you can see here HA bar, HB. What is HA? 0. 0 bar 1. HB 1. So if you give both inputs to AND gate, you will get 0. If you give both inputs here, you will get 1. So here this one 0 and this is 1 which we are taken. So upside one you can take here positive, lower side one you can take as a negative, and you can get induced EMF A minus 1. Induced EMF A minus 1. So you can see here then induced EMF B. So from induced EMF B you can see here HB, HC bar, then HB bar, HC. What is HB? HB1, HC bar 0 bar 1, HB bar 1 bar 0, HC 0. So 1 1 here you will get, here 0 you will get. By keeping this one, this is AND gate 1 and here you will get 1. So then HC, HA bar both are 0 0 only. So induced EMF A, induced EMF B, induced EMF C. So like this, if the machine, if you see, the motor will rotate with some angle. So from here, this is will go to 0 and here you will get 0. So from here to here, these 6 vectors you can observe 60, 120 and here 180, 240, 300, 360. 0 to 360 degree, the machine will rotate with some angle. So we are converting these Hall sensor signals into induced EMF A, induced EMF B, induced EMF C by applying the digital. By here we are keep analyzing with digital electronics, AND gate and OR gate, AND gate operation. So now you can see here how to design this one. So now we need to get here. Now you can see here HA, HB, HC, right? So here I am taking a DMUX block. DMUX block. By taking the DMUX, you can observe here HA, HB, HC. Double click this one, keep it as 3. Okay, from here you will get HA, HB, HC, and from here, before giving to this one, here I am taking a logical operator. So by taking this logical operator, you can observe here it is NOT gate. Here I am taking. What is the NOT gate output? So if you give the NOT gate HA, HB, HC you are giving, HA, HB, HC you are giving. With HA, HB you are, if you give to the NOT gate output will be HA bar, HB bar, HC bar. So look at here. Now from here, first one we will take it as this one, we will take HA, HB bar I need to connect. So this is HA and this is HB bar. Where should I need, where I need to connect? Logical operator. So that is AND gate here, which we taken. So one is HA, then HB bar. Okay. So now HA, HB bar completed. So let's take this one. HA, HB bar. So now you can take here another one which I am taking. So from here HA bar, right? HA bar, HB. HA bar, HB which I connected here. So try to understand this one. HA, HB bar initially, then HA bar, HB. So this 0, 0, here 0, 1, 1 here. So now here what I am doing, HA, HB bar we connected. So from here 0, here 1 you will get, then you can combine. Now we need to get the gate individual EMF A, B, C, right? So now here I took another logical operator and this logical operator I am keeping as AND gate. Apply OK. So now second step. What is second step? HB, HC bar. From HB, what is H? Where is HB? This is HB. HB, HC bar. HC bar. This is HB, HC bar. So then what you need to do? HB bar. Where is HB bar? So this is HB bar. Right? HB bar, HB, HC bar, HB bar, HC. And third one, individual from, by using these two you will get the individual of B. So now what we are doing here, we took another AND gate operation. HC, this is HC, HA bar, HA, this is HA bar. Not this one. Sorry. This is, you can see here, HCA bar, HC, HA bar. So then here, the next one, HC bar, HC bar now. So here, this is HC bar, right? Here, HC bar, then HE. This is HE. So now you can take a mux block. These are all individual EMF A, B, C, individual EMF which you are getting, right? Take a mux block, double click this one. You can keep it as a 6, apply OK. So now here, you can see here. Now here, gate pulses which we are getting. So these are the EMF A, EMF B, EMF C. EMF A, B, C. Okay. So now these gate pulses. So here, what I am doing here again. So we need to this one, which I am keeping here. To this one, here I took a go to block, and here controller which I am keeping here. And here EMF ABC, keeping it as a global, apply. Okay. So now through this one we need to generate the gate pulses actually. So here we will focus on the PI control, the speed controller. So to control the speed of the motor, here we are taken one, which one? Some block here we taken, and double click this one, keep this one as positive or negative, apply. Okay. Constant block, here how much? 1500 rpm here I am keeping. Reference one, speed, the reference here, reference rpm. So now this is the error block, right? So by taking this error block, here what I am doing, I took a PID block, PID controller block. So you can connect here, double click this one. So from here, this one I am keeping as a PI, apply. Okay. So later this response, again here we taken another summation block. Now you can observe here. So from here to here, there is a, which one? The torque actually, the torque one which we taken, and these IA, IB, IC. Okay. Torque here we are taken, this one. So now again here, this output we need to connect it to a, this is from here, then this IA, IB, IC both we need to merge at one point. So what I am doing here, I will take a subsystem again here. I will take a subsystem here. So then this is one is torque current controller. So here T A B C, like that we will keep, apply. Okay. So now here we need to generate the gate pulses, right? Now take a subsystem again. So by taking the subsystem, what I'm doing here, inside of the subsystem, remove this port again here. Otherwise, you people can do one thing here. This one directly you can connect it to here also. Subsystem here we have taken. Either you can keep the go to and from block, and here also. So now this is which one? This one, T E T of ABC, right? So now here I took a demux block. By taking the demux block, so here one from block which I am taking here. By taking the from block, you can observe here, this one is EMF ABC. So through this you will get ABC, right? 3 which we keep it, and these are the torque one. So what we need to do now? So here you can observe here the induced EMF we need to apply here. So here I took a product block. Now this one which I am keeping. Similarly EABC, right? So here we are taken, and this one we keep. And here this induced EMF ABC, right? So here Now the C phase, which we keeping here. Okay, so now here what we are doing, now here I took a sum block. By taking the sum block, here I am keeping as positive, negative. Okay, apply. Okay, and here we took again, and here we took this one. So now here, what is our currents which we are getting here? These are the IA, IB, IC, right? So this IA, IB, IC, this signal you need to keep here, this one. So here we need to take from block again. By taking the from block, you can see here I am keeping as IA, IB, apply. Okay, IC, apply. Okay, so now here the relay block which we took here, the relay I am taking here. So this is the hysteresis block, the bandwidth. So here whatever the signal which you are sending, the bandwidth which we taken here. So now here again I took a data type conversion. By taking this data type conversion, here the signal, the gate signal which we need to generate. And how many switches we have? Total number of switches are 6 switches. 6 switches, right? So those 6 switches here we need to design. So now here again, this is A phase, 3 legs. Each leg we have two switches, right? So now again here we took a logical operator. Logical operator. So keep it as a negative, sorry, not gate actually, because in all 3-phase inverter, all the switches will not turn on at a time. You can't turn on all the total 6 switches at a time. So here were connected at one point, and you took another one, and here you can take. So now 6 gate pulses, right? 6 gate pulses. Huh? So let's take here a mux block. Again, double click this one. You can keep as 6. Apply. Okay. You can see here. And here you are generated the gate pulses. So this is hysteresis control pulse width modulation technique. This is from here. These are the gate pulses. Gate pulses. Here we keep the gate pulses. Now you can see here from here to here. So before giving to here, one small correction. And here gain block here we are taken. This one 1 by 1.4 which we keep. Apply. Okay. And which one? This one, the block name here, hysteresis. Hysteresis controller. Through the hysteresis controller we are generating the gate pulses. I hope people are now from here to here. I can take a here, and this one you can mention as G, that means gate pulse. Okay, and you can take a from block here. here G again, apply. Okay, that's it. So, and here as usual we need to take a power GUI we need to take. So then you can keep here either 1 or 2 or 5 seconds, then you can run. So you can observe this one. The DC capacitor they keep actually, the DC voltage source which we taken, and the voltage source inverter place we taken here universal bridge. So this is voltage source inverter, then we are generating the gate pulses. These three currents which we IA, IB, IC we are entering into the BLDC motor. In the BLDC motor and here we are observing the torque, motor current, and here electromagnetic torque also. So then the speed of the motor which we need to control, and here the PI controller which we keep. So with the hysteresis controller design, we are generating the gate pulses, then we are giving to here. If you run the simulation model. So this is the model, entire our model. So let's see here. I will show the result which we make already. This one. Till now, we make this one only, right? We can observe here, this is the control technique which we keep 1500 RPM which we keep in, and the PI controller is the speed regulator, the P value and the KP and KI value we keep. So proportional value we keep it here 20 and the integral value we keep 1. Then here this is the reference one which we taken. This is the control technique. So from here we generated this Boolean algebra is data type. So different data types also there here. Either you can keep the double, single, off, depending upon your Boolean algebra. Why we keep means the machine, the gate pulses, either the switch will turn on or switch will turn off, means it will take it as a either 1 or 0 only. So that's the reason here we keep the Boolean. So the data type it may be different for each project, either a Boolean or uint, U16 data types, U32 like that will be there. So depending upon your requirement, we need to choose, and the power GUI which you choose. So now you can see here, I will run the simulation. You can see here, speed of the motor, how it is, and the stator current. The stator current, you can see here. So if suppose if we are changing the speed of the motor, now you can see here. So it is up to 1500 RPM which we are telling, right? So you can see here, once it is come to up to 1500, then we will shift. Now it is 1500 RPM. So now you can see here 1500. Let's see here 1800 I am trying to keep. So now again it is increased. This is the torque actually, and you can see here 1800 RPM which we keep. So now you can see here after some point it reaches to 1800 itself. If suppose if you are keeping 2000 RPM, apply. So this is the set point actually, reference set point. Now the current, and 1800 started. So up to here 1800. So then it is started. So we are keep the set point like this. Then it is now 2000 RPM. With the control technique, you can see here. Here the control technique which we make. This is the hysteresis control technique for a BLDC motor or PMSM motor. And here that mechanical torque which we keep 0.0 0 and final value which we keep here. So IA, IB, IC. So here you can observe the speed of the motor. So now you can see here torque also which we keep, and so that's it. So from my side, you people, hope you people like the session. So you can see here how we are controlling according to the control technique, whatever the control technique which we keep here. With this control technique we are generating the pulses, as well as we are trying to control the speed of the motor also. Speed of the motor we are controlling. So these are the changes. So for more information, you can visit our JCB RO Labs. This is our website. So you can see here, this is our website, Jagdish Chandra Bose Research Organization. For more information, you can visit, and we are offering a 2-day workshop and 3-day workshop faculty development training programs also we are organizing. So we are providing the trainings, and we are providing the product development areas embedded, and we are giving some supporting the research areas and research funding projects also. And here you can get more information once if you visit our website. So regarding the MATLAB application, LabVIEW application, and IoT, Python, machine learning, and if you are good at in microcontroller, we are providing some videos on the microcontroller itself. So you can see here 8051. We are making a quality videos. Subscribe our channel, give your valuable feedback, so then it give more support, then we can get more info. We can, if with your support we can do more and more videos, so then you can get knowledge on this area, so the required area. So then you can mention which topic you people need. In those areas we will make the videos also. So once again I will show the results here. So this is the one which we got it. So now you can see here the torque and the speed, each case how it is. So finally at after 0.5 second we keep here 2000 rpm, then it is settled down, this one. So initial it is changing, and this is the state or current of the motor. Okay, so thank you all. Thank you. Subscribe our channel, this YouTube channel JCB RO Labs, and give your valuable feedback. So thank you all.